Perception. Our first topic and today's topic, something we're going to be discussing about, thinking about, is perception. How perception shapes your life. And we're going to be looking at lessons from Joseph's story. What if I told you that your biggest challenges weren't meant to break you, but to position you? That the way you perceive your experiences can either hold you back or set you free. Joseph's story and the power of perception. I'm going to give a quick rundown. Joseph's own brothers betrayed him, sold him into slavery, and he was wrongfully imprisoned. He had every reason to be bitter. He could have seen his life as a series of unfair tragedies. But Joseph chose a different perception. He chose to look at everything that happened to him through a different lens. He saw purpose in his pain. He realized that every setback was actually setting him up for something greater. And in Genesis chapter 50 verse 20, if you look at Genesis chapter 50 verse 20, Joseph tells his brothers that you intended to harm me, but God intended it for good, to save many lives. Okay, the first time I read this Bible passage, it struck my heart. It did something to me, honestly. It did something to me. Because after everything that Joseph went through, Joseph would have chose to be a bitter, angry person, thinking that everybody hated him, God hated him, everything. He could have chose to be unforgiving and bitter. But look at the lens he decided to pick up. The lens he decided to pick up was God intended it for good, to save many lives. That is the lens that Joseph took. And that lens gave him peace. And that lens was also what made him to be able to forgive his brothers. Let's take that one down. Let's think about it very well. Let's take it down. Joseph's perception didn't just change his mindset. It gave him peace. Like, the lens he chose gave him the greatest peace ever. I'm just imagining if he chose to be bitter and angry. And he had the right to. But he chose this lens. He understood that everything was working for his good. I want us to extrapolate Joseph's story and use it in our lives for different aspects of our lives or different things we pass through in life. Let me give a quick example. Imagine let's use Shade. Shade was in a painful relationship. Like, she just ended a very painful relationship that shattered her. She could choose to see that relationship as something that destroyed her self-esteem, destroyed her confidence totally. Or she can choose to shift her perception and think that this experience, this relationship, what did it teach me? The relationship could have taught her to know her worth better. That relationship could have also taught her to know what she will never tolerate in her life again. Now she knows her standard. Now she knows what she wants in a relationship and what she does not want in a relationship. Instead of seeing what happened to her as something that destroyed her, she can see it as something that has prepared her for a better relationship, for more enjoyable relationships. We can use this story in our career and in other aspects of our lives. The real truth is that life will not always be fair. That is just the thing. I've accepted it. Adulthood has made me accept that life will not always be fair. People will hurt you. Plans may fall apart, but your perception determines whether you stay stuck in pain or move forward in purpose. The same events can either make you bitter or make you better, and that choice is yours. That's why I said that perception is a lens, is an eyeglass you put. So you choose whether that event will make you bitter or it will make you better. That is why you see some people who share the same story but in a different way. A story that made you become the worst person in your life and the saddest person in your life. The same story that another person would choose to push the person to do better. Do you understand? So, what's something in your life that you need to change your perception about? I don't know. It can be there's something in your life that you need to change your perception about. You can drop a comment below. Let's talk about it. If this message resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more deep insight. And see you in the next video. It was a lovely time chatting with you all. I am very, very excited that this dropped, and we look forward to the next video. Thank you. Bye. See you in my next video. Thank you for staying.